sweet emotion. Today we gonna be talking about emotion and what it really is. And I will show you all just how evil women are. And in this case, I do not only speak about toxic women, but every woman on the planet. Emotion stands for energy in motion. Energy is everywhere around you. In the earth, in the sky, in the person walking by. Energy is everywhere. And it is God's given right to all humans to feel. Now with that being said, let's look at typical relationship issues of the modern age. Here goes. When a relationship hurdle comes along, and the man has his way of dealing with the hurdle, and the woman has her way of dealing with the hurdle, the woman belittles the man with the following. 1. Do it my way, or no sex for you. 2. Do it my way or I will leave you. 3. Do it my way or else. Women threaten men on a day-to-day basis this way, and men fearing losing all they have built up, go along with the woman. Despite her being wrong and insane, that's just one situation. But back to emotion, and why it is a very bad thing in this world to allow irresponsible people to use. Emotion is a power. It is a big power. It is as powerful as a man's punch, a man's strength, and a man's willpower. Emotion was given to you to feel, not to use. But not a single woman out there understands that. See, women are natural, born opportunists. They learn all their life how to be opportunistic. Ask any guy. When a woman cheats on him, it is always when he is down. He is low on money, he is low. Whenever a man is low, a woman sees this as an opportunity to either step on his back to higher planes, or to run him out of Dodge, and take control of the relationship, and run it 100 miles an hour into a tree. There's a reason why this happens. As I stated before, women are opportunistic. To be an opportunist means to benefit from someone else's pain and sorrow, to step on others to get ahead, basically to turn off your morals and values, and do what is needed to get ahead. Even your superstars, as Madonna, Britney Spears, and Whitney Houston, all women use emotion. Guys, how many times has a woman watched a chick flick? So you either sit there, trying to hold down your dinner, when you see this movie, pumping your women full of emotion. Take the new Wizard of Oz. This load of shit has women being shovel-fed emotion directly from the get-go. Men, it is time you all realize that women feed off emotion. It regulates them, like sex does to us. But here's the thing, guys. What happens when our women suck up too much emotion? What is the first thing that happens? She turns to her guy and analyzes his lack of emotion, devaluing him for not being a shabby, soggy wet-nap. So a problem occurs. And now the man is seen as not sensitive, not emotional, and this would be correct. But let me tell you why this is. We men have a natural ability to know when we are being spoon-fed, and we rebel against it. Women, on the other hand, go with it because they lack responsibility and common sense. This is why a man is a protector, and not women. This is why men are the stronger sex, and not women. Men were born and raised as protector of women, so how dare women proclaim men are abusive? While women are grown up in fantasy of getting married and all that crap, and men are born into reality, why would any man step into fantasy to support his woman's addiction to emotion? Borderline, NPD, are actually syndromes of hysteria. So why is it? It affects women more than men. Because men don't feed off emotion. Women do. Now, every double standard between the sexes benefits the women and screws over men. There is not one double standard out there that benefits the men. They're not even double standards. They're bend over while I shove a hot poker up your ass. Women look down at men who use emotion or even show it. Yet they use it every day. Do you see the monopoly they're placing on a gift given to us from God? They're playing God. No woman has any right to do that. And she's using your fear of losing everything against you, meaning for you to dump her would be suicide for you. And she knows this, trust me bud, she knows what she is doing, and you going along with it will make you a pussy and destroy you. Get rid of these whores. Only when men dump these bitches and whores will men gain power again and retake control. You all see feminism, you all see the misandry, and arguing about it. This is what women want. As long as you debate it, the longer they can use it. It's not debatable. Feminism is dead wrong. And women should be ashamed of themselves for ever implementing this to begin with. Now, I am going to line up some hardcore facts. 1. Women blame men for everything. 2. Women act like they're never wrong. 3. Women use emotion, men feel it. 4. Women over-dramatize and feed off drama. 5. Women disobey and rebel against their own men and disrespect his will. If you line all these things up, do you know what you get? You get psychopaths and sociopaths and narcissists. Men, we have to understand every woman is a narc. Every woman is. Look how they find their men. It's all about what benefits them. They discard men at bars that approach them after they analyze the man and dismiss. But here's the biggest proof of all. Women are always stating men are to blame. Yet what they blame men for are the things that they do, so projecting themselves onto others. Do you see it now? Hollywood and governments have succeeded in programming women. Yes, you're women. And why? Because we men didn't stop them. And we didn't protect our women. Look guys, we let feminism in. We gave it the go-ahead. We didn't see the harm in feminism because all men want the best for the women in their life. Wake up, men. You're being pissed on every day, thanking the women for doing it to you. Take control. If the woman doesn't like it, there's the door. And kick her ass out. She needs to detox from the feminist brainwashing. Men, this is our fault. That women are this way. We need to grab the reins, saying no. Say no to your woman. If she threatens you, you tell her you have no power over me, leave then. But no more of this shit any longer. Even our governments don't condone emotion as a legal source of judgment. By this I mean, emotion is not justified in courts. It's all evidence, proof, witnesses, circumstances, and nothing to do with emotion. Emotion is a luxury. Hollywood has made her the way she is today. And your government backs her addiction. The governments have poisoned all women out there. And Hollywood an industry. And women are falling for it everywhere. Wanting $1,000 purses. And iPhones. And all this horseshit. Women are being encouraged to leave their husbands. This is also why breast cancer awareness gets all the attention and prostate cancer gets very little. And men, you're allowing it to happen. Out of fear of losing your ladies because you love them. Be men. Step over that. Greater than, please, I ask you nicely to step over that. It is your duty to protect your women and your life from evil. Would you let your 12-year-old daughter get into a stranger's car? No, you would not. So why would you let marketing corrupt your wives and daughters? I now understand Mr. Be Good 4000 when he says women have been brainwashed. It is true. The governments knew they could not take on us men. So they went after our women, and we just let it happen. And we still are letting it happen. Look at our women, god damn it, please men, retake your lives. If you just retake your life the way you need it to be, and just turn off your wife yelling at you it's wrong, she will either have to conform to your will or leave. And I promise you there will be a huge rise of single women. And let them go. We are born protectors, men. And our women acting this way is our faults. We didn't protect them from the media, the marketing ads, and society. Hollywood is feeding our women their needs, so they no longer need men. Governments are supporting these women that leave their men. Don't you all see it? We have to stop this at the source. And that is our own lives. When we take control of our own lives and no longer bend to women's way, they will have to conform or leave. Now I am sure a lot of men will have broken hearts. But they mend and get fixed. But if we as a world wish to survive, we must stop the brainwashing of our women. It's not really their faults. When 30 writers get together and make a movie that feeds our women's every demand for drama in their life. To all men, I would suggest, if you don't understand me, please go YouTube Ricky Ricardo and Lucy Ball. Ricky is it right. And men should act like Ricky. Men are born and raised to protect our women. And our governments in Hollywood are telling our women to rebel against us and go out there and be free. They're feeding our women all their desires. Our governments in Hollywood are drama dealers to our women. And we men are not protecting them from this constant bombardment of crap. And it must stop. Or we all can say goodbye to the family lifestyle and happy marriages and respect for each other.